So a very powerful moment, very upsetting scene. And I think certainly for me, that felt for me like the moment at which my sympathies for Walter, which had been tested, finally ran out.
Yeah.
And I think I was, at that point, I was slightly tempted to stop watching. And were you worried that people would simply just walk away?
I was. No, I was. But I felt like we were on this course. It's funny to use the experiment analogy, you know, with the chemistry and the science and all that. But it really, it was an experiment that I wanted to see run out to its natural conclusion, whatever that conclusion might be. And that is a well-chosen moment, because that was the one moment that both Sony and AMC called me up when they got the outline for that episode. The executives, the creative executives, called me up and said, "This one makes us nervous." And I have to say, they were very.
Can't imagine why.
Well, we had done a lot before that moment that would have made most networks and most studios nervous. So it's a credit to them that was the one, and I think pretty much only moment that we had a big phone discussion about the virtues or lack thereof of doing that scene. My original version that I never even presented to them, I got voted down by my 6 writers on my writing staff. My original version was that he gives her a second dose of heroin. He kills her on purpose.
Really?
Yeah. And
you're a monster.
You have to understand the context. She is going to ruin, in his mind, she's going to ruin everything for him and potentially out him to his family. And I'm not saying he is a good guy. He clearly is not.
Well, no,
but he has a reason for what he does.
That is a testament to the writing, is that even in that moment, I could understand. There was a logic to what he was doing. That in his mind, it was almost like not a mercy killing, a mercy lack of intervention.
Right. It was a terrible sin of omission.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. So you talk there about you've mentioned that you were outvoted by your writers there. So I mean, you're the showrunner here. You're the Heisenberg of Breaking Bad.
I could have instituted some sort of executive fiat or veto power or whatever, I suppose. But the old expression, if enough people tell you you're drunk, you need to sit down. And I trust my 6 writers very much, so they told me I was drunk at that point.
Right. I mean, how does it work? How does it work? The makeup of the show. What is the level of your involvement? Do you sort of do you have your fingers in everything down to, do you choose the typeface for the end credits? Do you are you that obsessive?
Pretty much. And honestly, I think probably plenty of folks in this audience can speak to this who do this job. I'm sure if there are folks in the audience who run shows in the UK, and they would probably second this. It's a kind of job that attracts control freaks. That would definitely describe me.